What's going on, y'all? So I want to make a quick video about sleep apnea and trucking. When I was with, well, I'm not going to call the company name out, but I was with this company and I couldn't drive. And I say I'm not going to call the company name out because there's a lot of other companies out there pretty much with the same, they have the same process, the same way of doing things. So really, when the name of the company really doesn't matter, just know that it's a mega carrier, okay? Sleep apnea. So I was diagnosed with sleep apnea according to that company's physical therapist. So what they did was put a little device on my hand. And like at 9 o'clock that night, it was supposed to start recording. And I was supposed to at least get 3 hours of sleep. And to be honest with y'all, I didn't get any sleep that night. I'm not sure if it was because I knew it was on my hand and I knew I was supposed to get sleep and I was being tested and all that stuff, right? But prior to this test, I didn't have any symptoms of sleep apnea. Morning headaches. I don't have headaches at all. The only time I probably get a headache is if I hadn't eaten anything for a good period of the day. That's when I get a headache. But it said morning headaches. I don't have that. Okay. Another one was excessive daytime sleepiness. Me personally, I can't even go to sleep in the daytime. I mean, I gotta be dog tired to even take a nap. So scratch that off the list. Snoring was another one. Not gonna lie to y'all. When they diagnosed me, no, I wasn't snoring. I was told I wasn't snoring, and I knew I wasn't. But now, fast forward a couple years later, I snore from time to time. Do I do it every night? No. But I do notice that when I lay on my back, that's when I can hear myself because I sleep light, so I do hear myself doing that, and I wake up, and then I turn over. But I just started doing that. That's another reason why I said I was gonna start, watching the things that I eat and the things that I consume, the liquids, So I am trying to, get that situated. So snoring is a symptom. Then I didn't have it. Now I do the snoring. And the other one was you have a hard time concentrating. I don't think I had a hard time concentrating because I got the freight to and from without a problem. So scratch that off the list. Those are just a few of the symptoms that you would have if you had sleep apnea. But the reason why I think I got targeted with that company is because they give you a test. Well, they give you a list of questions to answer when you first go to orientation. This is what I want y'all to listen to, okay? They ask you questions like, do you fall asleep when you're on the passenger side of somebody's car? Of course you do sometimes, but you're not going to say yes. The answer is no, okay? I think I got sidetracked and I said yes. You don't want to do that. All the questions is probably going to be no, okay? Do you fall asleep while you're reading? Do we fall asleep while we're reading? Yes, okay? Most people do. But the answer to that is no. They ask you a lot of other crazy questions. Those are things that normal people do. You just do these things. It's a part of life. For some reason, they don't feel like you're supposed to fall asleep on the passenger side. For some reason, they don't feel like you should fall asleep while you're reading. But yeah, those are a few of the things to look for when you go to orientation. Make sure you mark no to those questions, otherwise they're going to come back and get you a little later. If you are overweight, that is another thing or another reason for them to single you out and say, hey, we're going to test you for sleep apnea, and then try to give you the CPAP machine. Now, I'm not sure how they was going to do that as far as with the insurance or whatever, but all I know is during that time I was not having any of those symptoms, and I was not fit to get on their CPAP machine. If you don't take it, then they won't allow you to drive for them. Me, I resigned. I'm not going to be out here accepting somebody else's diagnosis. Now, I did want to go get a second opinion, but they said in order for me to drive, then I would have to, you know, accept their diagnosis until I can get the other one. So I left. And I still left on good note. I can go back if I want to. But I'm just giving y'all the heads up that sleep apnea can be a thing. I would say before you even go, work on your weight. Like if you're a heavier, you know, exercise, you know, eat healthier, try to lose weight because they might target you. And like I said, pay attention to the questions that you're asked when they give you that. You can't be truthful. I know you want to be. I wanted to be. And you just can't do it. Okay. Another thing from my understanding is when you get ready to go to get tested, what they do is put something around your chest. And then they put these things all over your head. And they put you in a quiet room. I think that is the better way to test somebody. But that's not the way I was tested. They sent me back to the truck, you know, with that little in-home sleep apnea test. So there are different ways to do it. I wasn't too comfortable with how they did it. So I just, you know, it's not like I refused to hear what they was telling me. It's, you know, because my health is important. Let me say this too. I just learned today as I was doing some more research on it. There are different types of sleep apnea. There's obstructive, there is central, so and there's mixed. So during that time, if they explained it to me, I missed it. But I've learned today that there are different types. So yeah, y'all stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video.